Welcome children. I Gargi Gupta welcome you again in this e-class for Standard 4. Hope you all are well and good at home and preparing yourself for the exam. Children, I'm sure these videos will definitely help you a lot. So please watch each and every video of this e-classes patiently till the end. Last week we have discussed all the probable question answers from chapter 3, that is memory and storage devices. Today we will revise chapter 4 from our computer book, that is working with Windows. Let's see what kind of questions can come from this chapter and discuss each answer briefly. Let's start with what is Windows? Windows is an operating system. It is a graphical user interface or GUI oriented operating system. It supports pictures, graphics, mouse and sound. We can use mouse and other interactive devices in Windows because it supports GUI. Next, what are the different versions of Windows? The answer is there are many versions of Windows. They are 1. Windows 95, Windows 2000, Windows XP, Windows NT, Windows Vista, Windows 7 and Windows 8. You have to write any 2 or 3 of them. Please learn these versions properly. Next question. What do you mean by operating system? Now the answer is operating system is the master program that controls the functions of the computer. It acts as an interface between the user and the computer hardware. Windows is the most widely used operating system in the world. Now, next question is, give some examples of operating system. There are many more operating systems other than Windows. They are DOS or Disk Operating System, Unix or Uniplexed Information Computing System. Previously, it was known as Unix, UNICS. Later, it was known as Unix, UNIX. Next is Linux. Linux is named after its creator, Linus Torvalds. Next, what do you mean by GUI? The answer is GUI stands for Graphical User Interface. The Graphical User Interface is a form of user interface that allows users to interact with electronic devices through graphical icons and audio indicator such as primary notation instead of text-based user interfaces. typed command labels or text navigations. Next question is, what do you mean by multitasking? The answer is the ability to perform more than one task or activity at the same time is called multitasking. Example: Windows is a multitasking operating system. Next, list the features of a GUI. The answer is GUI means graphical user interface. Features of GUIs includes it supports picture, graphics, mouse and sound. It allows us to use mouse and other interactive devices. It is much easier to use for the beginners. It enables to easily exchange information between software using cut and paste or drag and drop. It uses a lot of memory and processing power. For example, the example of graphical user interface oriented operating system is Windows. Now next question is, what are the components of Windows? The answer is, following are the various components of Windows. They are desktop, taskbar, date and time, wallpaper, icons, start button and screensaver. Children, here we can see an image of a Windows screen. Here in this image we can see desktop is marked. Here the full screen is known as the desktop. Whatever images are there, that is called your wallpaper. Here all the images inside this rectangular shape are known as icons, like recycle bin, and some folders are also there. My computer is there, e-browser is there, Google Chrome is there. Okay, now next, the thin horizontal bar at the bottom of the screen is known as your taskbar, and a round button at the left corner of the taskbar is the start button. We can see date and time in the right corner of the taskbar. So please learn minimum 5 components of Windows. Next, what do you mean by desktop? The answer is, when we start the computer, the first screen we see is called the desktop screen. What does a desktop consist? In Windows, the desktop includes a desktop background or wallpaper, several icons of files and folders that are saved to the computer or desktop, taskbar containing various items and list of applications like date and time, volume control, etc. Now we can see an image of the first screen or desktop. Next question. What do you mean by icon? An icon is a pictorial representation of programs or application software, files and other folders that are saved in our computer. For example, the folders we see on our desktop or in open windows are icons. The files that we see in those folders are also icons. Here we can see an image of icons. There you can see lots of icons are visible here. My computer, my document, my picture, these all are the icons. My document, my picture, these are the icons of a folder. See, you can see here Internet Explorer is having its own icon. Mozilla Firefox is also having its own icon. Like this way, this kind of software or application softwares, they are using their own icons. By clicking on an icons, the application software can be selected and executed. Now, next question is, what do you mean by taskbar? This is a thin horizontal bar at the bottom of the screen. It has the list of programs opened by Windows. We can switch between the programs by clicking their buttons on the taskbar. Next, what does a taskbar consist? The taskbar consists of, from left to right, a round start button, quick launch icons, a notification area, a clock to set date and time, etc. Here we can see an image of taskbar. Children, we can see here one round circle or round button is there. It is known as start button. Some applications you can see here, it is quick launch icons. One blank space is there, it is actually indicating the whole taskbar. One notification area is there. Now in the last extreme right corner you can see one clock is there. It is displaying you the current time, date and time, or the system date and time. Next question is, what do you mean by start button? The answer is, Windows start button is generally visible at the bottom left part of the desktop screen. By clicking this start button, we can open the list of all programs that are installed in the computer. This button is also used to shut down the computer properly. Start button is present in the left corner of the taskbar. Here is an image of start button. Next question: how to see the current date and time? The current or system date and time is generally displayed on the right corner of the taskbar. We can get date, day, calendar by clicking the mouse pointer over there. By right click of mouse button, the date and time can be updated if the displayed is not correct. Now you can see here an image of that calendar. The date you can see, children, is visible here in the bottom. When you right click the mouse button here, this will come. It will show you the month, year, everything here, day wise, the full calendar as well as the time. Here you can see one option is highlighted, change date and time setting. Through this you can change the date and time if the system date is wrong. Next, what do you mean by screensaver? Screensaver is the display of several images, pictures and designs on the screen. It starts when the computer is idle for specified time. Next question is how to set screensaver. To set the screensaver, follow the given steps. Step 1. Click on Start button. Step 2. Select Control panel from the menu. Step 3. Double click on Display icon. Step 4. Click on Screensaver option from Personalize. Step 5. Select any scheme from the given list. Step 6. Click on Apply button. Selected screensaver will be applied. Next, what do you mean by wallpaper? The background of the desktop is called wallpaper. We can choose different images as the wallpaper of desktop. How to set wallpaper? To set the wallpaper, follow the given steps. Step 1. Click on Start button. Then Step 2. Select Control panel from the menu. Step 3 is double click on Display icon. Step 4. Click Desktop background option. Step 5. Select any picture from the given list. Step 6. Click on Apply button. Selected pictures will be applied as wallpaper. Next question. What do you mean by file? File is a collection of interrelated information. Every file has a unique file name that helps to find the file when we need it. File name always use extension name. For example, school.docs. Here, school is the name of the file and .docs is the extension name of the document type. Through this extension name, we can identify the type of the file. Here is an image of files. You can see in this image 4 files are there. They have used their own extension name. Next question. What do you mean by folder? In the computer memory, a folder is the place where relevant files and subfolders can be stored. Folders can have same name folders in it as subfolders. A folder inside another folder is called subfolder. Here you can see an image of folder. Lots of folders are given here. Next, differentiate between file and folder. Difference between file and folder are: number 1, file is a collection of interrelated information, whereas folder is a container to store different files and subfolders. Number 2, every file has a unique file name. File name always use extension name, whereas folders can have same name folders in it as subfolder. Folders do not use extension name. Third point is here the logo or the icons. The pictures have given here for files as well as the folders. Next question. How to create a file? To create a file, we have to use an application software like MS Word. To create a file in MS Word, follow the given steps. Step 1. Open MS Word. A blank page is displayed. Step 2. Start typing text on this blank page. Step 3. After finishing the work, save it using Office button and then Save option, and assign a file name in the Save As dialog box that appears. New Word file will be created. Next question. How to create a folder? To create a folder, follow the given steps. Step 1. Click the right mouse button once in the blank area on the desktop. Step 2. A pop-up menu is displayed. Step 3. Select New option. A new submenu is displayed. Step 4. Click on the folder option. A new folder is now created that appears on the desktop. Step 5. Type the name of the folder at the position of the cursor and press the Enter key. The folder with given name is created on the desktop. Next question. How to open a file or folder? We follow the steps to open. For folder, double click on a folder to open it. And for file, double click on a file icon to open it. Now next question is, what is the shortcut key for deleting a file permanently? Select the file and press Shift and Del buttons from keyboard together to delete that file permanently. Shift plus Del together. The next question is, what is the shortcut key for creating a new file? The answer is, open the application and press Ctrl and capital N buttons from keyboard together to create a new file. Ctrl plus N from the keyboard. Next question. List the uses of start button. The uses of start buttons are: by the using of start button, one can open the list of other programs by clicking it. This program is also used to shut down the computer properly. Now the question is, write the full forms of GUI, OS, MS, DOS. The full forms are: GUI stands for Graphical User Interface. OS stands for Operating System. MS stands for Microsoft. And DOS stands for Disk Operating System. Hope we have covered all the probable questions and answers from this chapter. I hope this video will help you children. That's all for today. Thanks for watching this video. Keep learning. Stay home and stay safe.